Hey y'all, today we're looking at the Tacklife Laser Distance Meter. It's a laser measure. There's a certain model that this one is. 100 meter, 60 meter. There we go. LDM05 60 meter is what this one is. Give you a quick look at specs. We'll roll down through these. You're going to have to pause if you want to look at something for any length of time. And then I'll give you a button guide also to show you what buttons it has on here. There's the button description. Here's what we got. When I first got it, the handle was not on it. You just have to open up the back battery case. If I can get my thumb in there to do it. You slip that string in, one hole comes in, you can loop it back out there, then just loop it over itself. There's your handle. 2 AAA batteries is what this takes. And you can put the belt clip on it, which comes in right in here, snaps into place. There's the belt clip, and that can be removed to get to your batteries by pushing this. Hold this, snap this out, and then you can remove your battery compartment. And we'll get into the operation mode on this. Here's the power. You see it's a backlit display. Try to get it where it's not glaring so much where you can't see it. And that's what you open up with. Then 2 buttons that's going to be used probably quite often on me is the measure, and then the well, you have the history button. There's a continuous measure, which is right in the center, I believe. Continuous number 4, yes. This one right here, the round one, is a continuous measure button, and then a measure button. And then this is history. This will keep track of your last 20 measurements, so you can hit it. It'll give you, in reverse order, your last 20 measurements taken. So we're going to do some tests on this and then get right back. Alright, we've ran a couple of tests here. This is set up on meters right off the bat. You can hit unit and switch it to feet if you choose to. I choose to. I don't go by meters. I ran some tests, and I was measuring front of the unit. I didn't read the instructions. I measured from the front of the unit to a certain distance, and then did it, and it seemed like it was judging about 5 inches or so too long. Well, I realized at least this unit, I don't know if that's what the instruction says it does, but this is exactly what it's doing. It's giving me a distance from here, the back of the unit, to the subject, not the front of this unit. Whenever I put this back on 9 feet away from my subject, and then I measured it, it was 8.993 feet. So, I mean, that variance is just going to get you pretty close. If you're using this to measure things, you're not wanting the exact millimeter anyway. And I could have been that far off on where I placed this on the 9 feet. But if you can see down here, yeah, 9 feet to my subject. And you can't see what I'm measuring, but I'm going to hit, I'll push measure, and it gives me a laser. There's a laser shooting out right now. See my finger? Laser shooting out. Well, I'm going to put that light on the subject I'm measuring, and then as soon as, get up there on 9 feet, as soon as I'm ready to measure, you'll hit it again. And it gives you the beep, and it throws a measurement up there, letting you know that it is measuring. You all see that? 8.993. See, the exact same spot I held it on before, and it gave me the exact same measurement. So it's consistent, and it is, to me, just probably depends on what you're measuring up to also. It might not, I'm hitting the edge of a gray file cabinet, a strip about 1 inch wide, 1 inch tall is what I'm hitting. So I'm putting the laser in this little space, and that's what I'm measuring too. But we're going to run some more tests. Let's do a closer one. I have a block of wood at 5 feet, from there. It's up against that. I'll place this at 5 feet. I'll hit measure. The laser is on the thing I'm measuring to. Hit measure again. There it gave me the measurement. And you all see the measurement 5.007. So I see it's getting pretty accurate. It's going to change by just whatever little you move. And it's a laser measure. This is not meant to be perfect to the millimeter. So this is to scale things out and get approximates. And it looks like it's getting a pretty close approximate. But everything I've messed with so far, things I've measured, it's doing pretty well. Looking at it's already given you history, so it shows our last couple of them. But if you give the history button, see where I'm at here. If you hit the history, it gives you the last measurement. Hit it again, the last one before that, again, the one before that, and it'll keep going. It goes back to 20 of them. See that little counter up here? 6, 7, 8. See, it's letting you know all the different measurements. It's going to go back to 20, your 20 different measurements. Clear, I just hit the C button, cleared it. Unit, inches, meters, feet, inches. I don't know what that is. That's foot and inches. Let's try that. So let's hold this back of the unit on 5 foot 3 inches. I'll hit measure. I'll hit it again. This is telling me 5 foot 2 and 15/16. So you can see how close it is, within 1/16. And I could have been that far off where I was holding this. So it's pretty accurate. It's working good. Look at the specs. Look at the info on it. Didn't show you this. There's a level right here to hold level on your subject if you're getting that precise with your measurements across something. Because you know as well as I, as if you want to measure from this timber to that timber, and you're measuring up at an angle, it's going to add footing in between there. So if you want to get how long it is from this timber to this timber, you're going to have to hold this level and then get your measurement. Butt this up against this board, this let's just say this wall joist or whatever, this wall support. Butt it up against it, hit your measurement, shoot to the next wall support, and it'll tell you the distance in between you through, since this is where it's measuring from. So I don't know, I like it. I think it's a pretty neat product. Very handy. This is going to be added to my toolbox arsenal. There you go.